Mission Mangal. How many of you have seen this movie? In that, there is one dialogue when the Mars mission gets cancelled. Okay, Mars mission gets cancelled, and there is a deep discussion about Chandrayaan 2 that is going to happen. He talks a fake call with the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and he says that, better if you have even 0.0001% chance of going to Mars, then shut your mouth and start working. Okay, so I know how to get to your probability. Now, I've already asked you in the previous session, what is the probability out of 10 lakh people? You are also one among the 10 lakh people who are applying for UPSC. What is your probability of getting into your service? What is the chance of getting into the service? Do you have any probability, or you think that it is 100% not possible, then it is not for you? But what is the probability of you getting into IAS, IPS, or whatever service you want? How much do you think is your probability? 10 lakh में आपका एक seat reserve होना, what is your probability? 0.11%. At least you have a chance. You know it. And I also asked you how to convert this 0.001% into 100%. How you can improve it to 1%. How you can improve it to 2%. How you can improve it to 10%. I've already discussed this. How are you going to improve this? The chance to make it into this reality is first you master your syllabus. Then you are, I think, 20% your probability increases, because around 80% of the people never ever know what the complete syllabus is. They just run after all the topics that they feel is going to come in the exam. How many of you agree with this? When you master your syllabus, when you know what your syllabus is, when you know what is your boundaries, your probability increases. Yes or no? When you know the history, right? The PYQs, when you know the topics that you want to study, when you know the topics that is going to hit, like monetary policy, every year in economics, you will find one question. How many of you know this? Every year preamble comes, every year DPSP comes. When you know this short topics, the themes that is hitting the question paper every year, how much is your probability increasing? Just by knowing, I'm not telling you about studying, okay? Just by knowing how many your probability increases. Take, for example, again, 10%, okay? So 30% your probability has increased if you have properly decoded the syllabus, mastered your themes. PYQ का जो भी theme है, last 5 to 10 years, you take, we have already worked out 10 years. I want you to work out 5 years again and see what are the important themes that are coming. Now it is only the question paper pattern has changed. Themes has not changed. Why? Because there is elimination. Now you don't have elimination. मतलब कि क्या है? You should know all the 4 options. मतलब you have to be more stronger in your basics. That is the thing that UPSC is denoting. You have to be very stronger in your base. अभी 4 ऑप्शन दिए हैं, 4 में एलिमिनेशन नहीं है, तो चारों ऑप्शन को आपको पता चलना चाहिए कि ये this is there and this is not there, right? So when you master, when you decode the syllabus properly, you have 20%. You are increasing your probability into 20%. When you master the themes, the repeated themes, your probability increases by 10%. Okay. Now, when you start studying, baking your base from your NCRTs, right? Making your base from your NCRTs. If you are a science student, if you have not read economics, start from 9th standard to 12th standard. Don't read macroeconomics is okay. That's it. Because prelims perspective, yes. Mains perspective maybe wahi aayega compared with the current affairs. Okay. Next, making your base with the NCRTs, 11th standard constitution at work, 11th, 12th geography. You have increased your probability by 10 more percent. By 10 more percent. मतलब कि क्या हुआ? 40% you have the probability now. You have increased your probability. Again, making your base from the standard books. One book only. One book only. When you limit your boundaries, when you limit your resources, then only you can think about revising. Otherwise, you can never revise anything when you have multiple sources. Okay. So when you start from your NCERT, you increase your probability by 10%. When you think, when you have the standard books, okay, reading the standard books, you have increased your probability, say again 10%. So 50% आपका chance है कि आपने base बना दिया और उसका क्या है समझ लिया. There are two types of understanding. One is the basic foundation, fundamental की monetary policy क्या है. Reverse repo rate क्या है. What is SLR, CLR, all these things, CRR, whatever it is. What are the basics? That is the basic foundation की economy में monetary policy कैसा होता है. Now, all these things, what is it affecting directly? It is affecting the money in the market directly, money in the country, the budget directly. And what is that affecting? That affects the economy of the country. So basics हो गए, अब concept समझने, concept को समझ गए, apply करना है. कैसे apply करना है? What is this hitting? It is hitting the money. And what is money hitting directly or indirectly? It is hitting the economy of the country. Where the money is going, what is happening, how to bring back the money to the government, how to make everybody use money, not just store money in a particular place. So all these things is about applying the concept. So आपको दो तरह के समझने हैं. One is the basic understanding, next one is conceptual clarity and conceptual application. So there are two things that you have. When you do this, okay, with your standard books and NCERT, your probability increases to 20% more. मतलब कि आपको 70% आपका probability आ गया. बाकी 30% क्या है? 10% revision. At least 2 to 3 times revision करना है. 2 to 3 times revision करना है, and then mocks. Mocks will increase your thing in with 10 more percent. So you have 90% probability right now. How many of you agree with this? How many of you agree with this learning curve? So you agree with this. Your probability has increased to 90%. If you take till mocks, आपका probability 90% हो गया. अब बाकी की जो 10% है ना, what is that? That is you taking the risk. Taking the risk, the next 10%. So what is the remaining 10%? That is where everyone lacks. That is taking the risk. Luck will favor only those who take risk here. Those who are not taking risk, luck will never follow. Abhi, see, say there is a person winning the lottery. We say it is luck. But lottery खरीदने का भी तो सोचना चाहिए ना. You and me will not think about buying the lottery. We'll think about wasting. It's a wasting of time and money and all these things. It's a gambling. But risk लेना मतलब क्या है? You have to buy the lottery ticket, right? So you have to attend the question. तब आपको luck मिलेगा. You have to take risk. Then the luck favors the risk takers, not the ordinary one. Luck favors only. Now you tell me how many percentage of you have the probability here to clear the exam.